You were tired. Not just, I need a nap tired. You were deep in your bones, soul-crushing tired. You drank 3 coffees today. You sat in a chair for 8 hours. Didn't run a marathon. You didn't hunt a buffalo. You barely moved your body at all. So why does it feel like you just fought a war? Why is your heart racing when you lie in bed? Why can't you turn your brain off? To answer that, we have to go back. You have to meet the man who designed your operating system, Peter. He lived 50,000 years ago. Right now, is having a very bad day. Is about to die. A predator is 10 feet away. But inside Ur's body, a miracle is happening. His immune system pauses. No need to fight bacteria today. If the bear kills you in 5 minutes, his vision narrows. Tunnel vision. He can't see the beautiful trees anymore. He can only see the threat. Is no longer a man. He is a biological machine built for one purpose: survival. He runs, he fights, he survives, and then it's over. The bear is gone. Climbs down from the tree. He shakes his arms, takes a deep breath. His body realizes the danger is past. It flushes out the stress chemicals. His heart slows down. He goes back to his tribe, eats, laughs, and sleeps like a baby. The stress cycle is complete. Superpower saved him, and then it turned off. But you are not and your bear never goes away. Welcome to 2026. Picture this. 100,000 years ago, your ancestor, let's call him is chilling by the fire. Suddenly, he hears a rustle in the bushes. It's a bear. His brain flips a switch, flooding his system with adrenaline and cortisol. His heart pounds, his muscles tense up. He's ready to either fight that bear or run for his life. This is the fight or flight response, and it's brilliant. Now, fast forward to today. You have the exact same hardware as you were. The same adrenal glands, the same amygdala, the same biological wiring. But you live in a world your biology was never designed for. This is what we call the evolutionary mismatch. Your boss sends you an email at 9 o'clock at night. The switch flips. Adrenaline dumps into your blood. Your heart rate spikes. Your digestion stops. Hello, IBS. Your immune system weakens. But here's the tragedy. Could run. He'd fight. He could burn off all that stress energy. You're just sitting in your ergonomic chair. You can't exactly spear your boss or run away from your Outlook calendar. You're frozen. Because you don't move, those stress chemicals have nowhere to go. They just sit there, marinating in your blood. Cortisol is amazing for 15 minutes. It can save your life. But dripping into your system for 15 years, it's poison. It's like driving a Ferrari in first gear with the pedal to the floor, 24/7. Eventually the engine just melts. We call this burnout, but honestly, that's too soft a word. It's not just burnout, it's systemic chemical poisoning. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Hey, do you remember the caveman and his tunnel vision? Oh, it's super useful for focusing on that big, scary bear. But what happens when that stress isn't a one-time thing, when it becomes chronic? Your entire life shrinks down into that tunnel. You start to lose the big picture. Your creativity disappears. It even becomes harder to feel empathy for others. And there's a real reason for this. It's not just in your head. Your brain is literally changing shape. Neuroscience shows that under chronic stress, the connection to your prefrontal cortex, the part of you that plans, dreams, and keeps your emotions in check, gets weaker. You're basically running on pure instinct, operating from your amygdala, your lizard brain. This is exactly why you might snap at your partner for something as silly as loading the dishwasher the wrong way. It's why you can lose hours doom scrolling on your phone. Your brain is convinced you're in a war zone, and it absolutely refuses to let you relax. Because in a war zone, relaxing could get you killed. So you stay vigilant, you stay on high alert, and you stay exhausted. Always wondering, why can't I just rest? And this leads to the cruelest part of it all. You're completely wiped out, so you go to sleep. but you wake up still feeling tired. Why? Because sleep and rest are not the same thing. You can be unconscious for 8 hours, but if your body is flooded with the stress hormone cortisol, it's not actually repairing itself. It's just idling on high alert. You're essentially sleeping with one eye open, always waiting for that tiger to come back. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Understanding this is the first step. So, are we doomed? Are we destined to die of email-induced heart attacks? No, we just need to learn the lesson anew instinctively. We have to manually close the cycle. Survived the stress because he did something with it. He ran. He shook. He returned to the safety of the tribe. We don't do that. Close the laptop, but we leave the stress loop open. Your brain doesn't speak English. You can't tell yourself I am safe. You have to show yourself. You need to speak the language of the body. Movement, run, jump, dance. Trick your body into thinking you escaped the tiger. Breath. A long exhale signals to your nervous system that you aren't running anymore. Connection. Real physical safety with another human. Stress is not the enemy. Stress is a tool. It is energy waiting to be used. The problem isn't the tiger. The problem is that we forgot how to stop running. We built a zoo for ourselves, filled it with invisible predators, and forgot to build a place to hide. You don't need to quit your job and live in a cave to fix this. But you do need to respect the animal inside you.